In this video, I'll show you some basic requirements for managing stress and becoming more emotionally resilient. Last time we talked about behavioral consequences of stress, and prior to that, we talked about other consequences of unmanaged stress, or consequences of experiencing life-depleting emotions for too long. Now, let's talk about what we can do to decrease or even eliminate stress. It's been said that stress is the trash of modern life. We all generate it, but if we don't dispose of it, it can overtake your life. It's important not to ignore when you're feeling stressful. It's okay to feel those life-depleting emotions. It's part of life. But it's important not to allow those emotions to overstay their welcome. Peace of mind is attained not by ignoring problems, but by solving them. Taking action or doing something to decrease or eliminate a particular stressor sounds like a no-brainer, but many people don't manage stress very well, as indicated by some of the statistics I mentioned in previous videos. I strongly believe that life is largely about learning and growing and developing and progressing. So how can we do this without learning how to effectively cope with stress and the life-depleting emotions associated with it? Regarding how people handle stress, some people ignore it, some dwell on it, some deny it, some run away from it, some seem to enjoy it, some overreact to it. Think about how you typically handle stress, or does it depend on the stressor? One last quote about the importance of making a conscious effort to deal with stress. Stress will only increase with your permission. If you desire more of it, do nothing. If you desire less of it, do something. If you've been doing nothing, doing something means everything. So again, how do you handle stress? I hope not this way. Here we have an anti-stress kit. Step 1, place on firm surface. Step 2, follow instructions in the circle. Step 3, repeat until you are unstressed or become unconscious. The coping techniques about which you'll be learning are not rocket science. Intentionally engaging in activities or practices that decrease or even eliminate life-depleting emotions is often not very complicated, but the results can be profound. Don't underestimate seemingly insignificant solutions to your stressors, because the higher up you can intercept the stress response, the better. Is there anything you can do to decrease or even eliminate the stressor? Bam, you just intercepted the stress response. Is there nothing you can do about the stressor? Then work to change your thoughts and perceptions about the stressor. Bam, you just intercepted the stress response and prevented the feelings and emotions that cause the physical reactions that cause the health consequences over time. Let's talk about some general requirements for effectively managing stress and enhancing emotional resilience. First and foremost is knowledge. Knowing how to effectively cope with stress is key. It's been said that knowledge is of no value unless you put it into practice. So practicing coping techniques is obviously important. And another good quote, real understanding only comes by doing. Only action has the power to turn knowledge into wisdom. Here we have this stressed out woman who says, stress? What stress? The next general requirement to managing stress is awareness. Being in tune with your emotions so you can immediately identify when you first begin to experience any life-depleting emotions such as anger or frustration. A huge part of effectively managing stress is learning to take a step back or take a breath and be aware of when you're starting to stress out and identify what's causing you to feel stressed. Understanding the importance of practicing mental skills is another general requirement. And the last requirement is consistency. You can incorporate a stress management technique really good one time and never practice it again. But it's much more effective if you're consistent. So knowing how to manage stress and taking action, being aware of when you're stressed, practicing mental skills, and being consistent are critical requirements for effectively managing stress. Let's take a look at creative problem solving or nipping the stressor in the bud. and intercepting the stress response at the very highest level in my next video.